Justin!
Settle it. Drive. Drive.
As long as we maintain possession.
Let's try, Belmont. Got it. Come on, Danny, here, let's go, Danny. Get it! Get it! Go, 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 go! Go, over, John, Stay on your side! No! Go!
51, 75, 94, Nevada.
Get him down! Yes, I like it. Thank you. I love it. Come on, Johnny! Use it! Go, Johnny! Go, son! Go! Come on! That boy! Let's go! Get out, David! That's the way to play, Belmont. Come on, Red. That ball. Out. Come on, Simon, Nick, come on. Go out. Get him, yes. Keep it up, Belmont.
Beauty. Get him up there, Joe. I think I've seen him talk.
I definitely left. Offside. Give him a push. Come on, number 12. See that grip on the face of the neck?
We all saw it. I get it.
Coming! Coming on! Out! Now!
Keep up that pressure.
Oh, Belmont!
Legs are beauty.
Rough God, here he is! Get one of the bullets! Now over it! Come on, Danny, Sense it, Danny! Leave it!
Red. 69, 51, 99.
Well,
Danny.
That's it, Belmont.
Keep fighting, 13. Come on. Yeah, well, I'm one of those kids. There's Jerry, myself, Rob, Kelly, and my wife from Denver. And she's getting her seat made. Oh, are you? They gave parties at he has to be a relative. There's no way that
There we go. Nicely done, Shore. Let's keep the pressure on now.
Get that up! Come on, Danny!
Nice, Ian. Nicely done.
Come on, Timo!
Come on, Shram.
Come on, Danny, let's go!
Space 42, 86, 99.
Good pass. Through! Hit it, Kyle! Drive! Let that take back to his side! Hit it,
On me, sir!
Boys, sir. You know what they say, 12 times the charm.
Causeway, go. Get it up! Open! Drive over!
Pick up, Help! Help's got us here! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! This way! This way! Let's go! Bertie! On Kyle! Forward pass, White.
Yes. Good job, buddy.
Quinn on back.
Right side, Billy, Billy, right side! Right side, Billy! Go! Get him down, go! Fans, come on! Tie it up!
Well, be short here, huh? Support.
Get him, Adam. Go, Kelly.
Come on, Belmont! Fire it up, boys!
Get him, Rob. Get him, Rob. Get him, Rob.
Get him down! Just Brian, just
Come behind him. That's right. Pressure.
Marco, fini! The test!
Oh, yeah.
Drive it up!
Going right. Right side. Get up.
Sir. Thank you, sir.
Go left.
This is 85. That's like my main thing. It's like I like sleep before I even get to the ball. And then get to the natural extension of what I do. I just flushed it. I didn't think anything. Which is why I overcommitted and stuff.
Let it go. Touch it.
I think they were
faster too, Joe.
Got time, man. It's got time. Hit it up! Hit it up! Get that going! Drive it out! Hit it out! Go! I was hitting so
Beautiful. Get it out of here.
Get up.
I'm the mark!
Back down!
I'm 10! He's done 57. I'm the touchdown.
Here it is on Billy! Down, hit it down the field! And away, way to drive it back! Come on, drop, come on, left! Somebody help him out! Get away, get away! Come on, Ross! He's got to release the ball! Good tackle.
David. Olive. Olive. Robbie, hit him, Robbie!
Kyle! Help him out!
on the head.
Ian! Yeah.
Straight up.
Lifting it.
Other side, Billy. Still in. Holding there. He's out.
Oh. He's out. He's out. Get him. Get him. Come on, Jerry Tom! Jerome! Play on.
Kyle, another typical battle between Ombac and Belmont Short.
Yeah.
Tell me about your feelings today. Well, as usual with the Southern California rivalry, it could go either way. It's whoever gets the ball last. Great, hard rugby, very entertaining as the crowd will show it. As showed. But nothing to give between the two sides. It was whoever had the ball last, and luckily we got the breaks. We got some good conversions on our penalties. The Ombac was a little unlucky, but a great game from both sides. Great rugby out there.
Well, it looked early on, Warren Burton, he was on top of his kicking game, of course, as usual. But then it looked like maybe there was a little lapse, and Ombac came back. Tell me about what you guys are feeling at that point.
Well, at that point, we're just playing catch because Ombac, every single guy in their team's is a dynamic runner, so it was just basically tackling. And once they've got the ball, it's very hard to get away from them, and you can't attack when you don't have the ball, and that's what Ombac did very well. They took the ball.
Well, looking ahead now in the Super League, you're 3-1 in the Harp USA Rugby Super League. What do you look forward in weeks to come?
Well, we've got some actually good hard rugby ahead of us, and that's what the beauty of the Super League with the Harp is that we got Golden Gate ahead of us. As we know, a very strong forwards team, and we're looking forward to going against them and just once again another good hard week of rugby.
Well, congratulations, Kyle. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Cheers, man. Ready? Yeah. Adam, another typical Ombac Belmont Shore game. Tell me about your thoughts right now.
Well, this is like the 6th year I played with against Ombac Belmont. Every year it's been a battle. You know, this is just one of the battlefields today, and we happen to come away winners. And I'll tell you, it didn't feel like we won down there in the last stretch. It was just coming up, Ben Huff, Lippert, right at you, and just bang, bang, bang. And we showed a lot of heart. Really proud of the team, and this is what the Premier League's all about. This kind of competition.
Well, it looked almost like a tale of two games. The first 20 minutes, you guys totally dominated. Warren Burton on top of his game kicking. And then there's a little bit of lapse. Did you guys have any worries at that point?
Yeah, I felt, momentum shift when you guys came down and almost scored a couple tries on us. And, that was really tough. We had to really pick ourselves up. And, coming into the second half, it was tough going into the wind. We didn't even get it going until probably the last 10 minutes after Warren slotted that last kick that really uplifted us, and then we started to go forward again. I think it was the mental thing mostly.
Belmont Shore is sitting on top, 3-1 right now in the Western Conference of the Harp Super League. What do you look forward to in weeks to come?
Well, I look forward to somebody beating Aspen, first of all, and I look forward to some competition, traveling to Denver, and the national championship and the Super League is our goal this year, and we're striving, working every week to try to reach it.
All right, Adam. Congratulations. Well done.
Thanks, Brian.
Thanks, buddy. Can I go to the camera now? George, we meet in a little different surroundings here at Robb Field in San Diego. Another hard-fought battle between Belmont Shore and Ombac. Tell me about the game today.
Well, anytime that you're going to play an Ombac-Belmont game is going to be a tough battle, and our guys really put it to them. I think in the first half we really initiated play in the second half, but I got to hand it to the Belmont boys. They stuck true to their defense, and they didn't crack. It's like a wall, and they held it up. We almost punctured a couple times. Wish we could have put down the winning ones, but they held strong. All credit to them.
It looked like almost a tale of two games. First 20 minutes, Belmont looked like had the better of the advantage, and then Ombac came fighting back. Did you have a boost of confidence at that point?
Well, we knew going downhill with the wind. We had manufactured our phases. We had moved the ball on the ground up the field, and most of their points came from penalties. And we knew that coming in. They had a really good goal kicker, and with the wind, we just can't commit that many penalties and give them that much of a lead. But in the second half, we felt good that if we just stayed with what we were doing, that we could eventually run them off their feet, and they didn't wilt. Like I said, they showed a lot of heart, and all credit to them. They earned the win, I think.
Ombac 1-2 in the Harp USA Rugby Super League. What do you look for in weeks to come?
Well, I think now we have to refocus our goals on just winning out and preparing ourselves for the national championship, the USARFU championship. And we got a couple games left. We're undefeated in the league. I think we'd like to finish the league undefeated and make a statement that we're still there. That this kind of game is the kind of games we should always have, and that take it into the nationals, and hopefully that'll boost us on top there because we played this kind of competition all year long.
Now, Ombac this year, it's a little bit different makeup of a team. A lot of young guys mixed with the veterans. How's the team gelling together?
Oh, I think that was a big thing for us today, is to really see what kind of team we were going to be. We had some new guys coming back. Bill Eversey coming back to the side after a little bit of time off, and Sean Allen had been coming in later, and they really came together well. I have to say that I think big things are ahead for Ombac. We got out there. I think we showed a lot of continuity, and in the future, it's going to be look good rugby to come out here at Robb Field. So I'm really excited.
Well, George, wish you best of luck the rest of the way.
All right, thank you, Brian.
Get you nervous there? Want to be out there?
Okay. Ben, captain of Ombac this year, very disappointing. Let's start over.
Take two.
Ben Huff, captain of Ombac, a rough game out there. Ombac, Belmont Shore, always a classic.
Absolutely. This rivalry has gone back, ever since I've been here with Ombac the last 9 years, and it just keeps on getting better. With this new HARP USA Super League, with the level of rugby that's come up here, just makes the rivalry even better and tougher. So quite a game, exciting game to play in. Hopefully it was exciting for you guys to watch.
Tell me about the game today. It looked like Belmont Shore started out first 20 minutes just taking it to Ombac, and then Ombac regrouped. What are your thoughts at that point?
Yeah, they came out firing, and I think we were catching the tackles, and they put about 12 points on us in quick penalty kicks. We just had to regroup. I think we started getting back in our pattern. We came together as a group and said, look, we just need to go back in our pattern. Good things are going to come, and I think that second half of the first half, things started to come together for us, got in the pattern, started playing in their half, and unfortunately only put 3 points on, but I think the style of rugby is back in where we want it to be.
Now Ombac 1-2 in the HARP USA Rugby Super League. What do you look for in the weeks to come? 2 losses is pretty tough to win in this conference. What do you look for the rest of the way?
Well, every game for the Super League here is a tremendous opportunity here to improve your rugby. So we're disappointed that we have 2 losses in it, but at the same token, we play this sport to play a good game week in and week out, and that's really what this Super League is doing for us. So, regardless of our record, we're going to be coming out here playing hard every weekend and trying to get better, improve, and that's what we want to do. That's our goal here.
Now the Ombac team this year is a little bit different than the last 10 years. It's a mix of a lot of young guys coming in, mixing with the old. What are your thoughts about this team this year?
Yeah, absolutely. It's quite a transition year for us. Anybody who's been watching us the last several years have seen an influx of a lot of new faces. My feeling on it is for this club to stay on top, we need new individuals coming in every year, and so it's just a big influx. Can we start this one over here?
Yeah, I'll ask you that question again. Now, Ben, the makeup of this Ombac team is unlike any other in the past decade. A lot of new guys coming in the lineup. You lost about half of your starting lineup from last year's national championship team. Tell me about the team this year.
Absolutely. We got a lot of new faces out this year, Brian. A lot of young guys coming out of college, most of them from the States. I'm excited about it. The new blood keeps me invigorated. To see these new young guys wanting to take my spot, that's what keeps me on the track and training. I see the future of Ombac when I see the young guys out here, and that's what's important for a guy like me who's sat around on this club a long time. I want to see this club succeed in the future, and the guys who are here are going to be seeds for that.
Well, we wish you luck the best of the way.
Thank you, and thank you for HARP USA Rugby Super League.
Thanks,
you can cut that one out.
I'm here with Chris Lippert. Chris, it looked like a typical Ombac Belmont Shore game out there. Tell me about it.
We've been playing games like this against Belmont for years. It doesn't really seem to matter who's on the field. It's always a tight, hard-fought match right down to the end, and that's certainly the way it went today.
It looked like Belmont Shore had the better of the first 20 minutes. Warren Burton, again, a dynamic goal kicker, but then Ombac took it to him. What were the thoughts of the team at that point?
He's a great goal kicker, but I think that playing at this level, all you can think about is the next play, and we just tried to stay focused on the next play. And he put a few over against us, and didn't really matter. We just had to think about the next play and try to crawl back into the match.
Now, 1-2 record in the HARP USA Rugby Super League Western Conference. It's going to be tough to win the conference. What's the goals for the rest of the HARP Super League?
We're certainly disappointed, but again, just like you play the game, I think that we'll take each match as it comes, and we still have some big rivals ahead of us in the Old Blues and certainly Aspen, and we're looking forward to those matches, and we're going to try to knock somebody off here and still have an effect on the outcome.
Now, a different makeup of the Ombac team this year, probably more so than any other in the last decade. A lot of new guys in the lineup. How do you think this team's gelling together?
I think we're coming together. You're right in that we're a young team, and some people might laugh seeing me still here saying that, but certainly other than myself and maybe 1 or 2 oldies, it's a very young team. It's a very talented team, and I think that as the year goes on, we're going to improve and get better and better, and look out for us in the end in the national championship.
Well, let's talk about your personal rugby goals. You're the old the veteran. Let me rephrase that. Probably the veteran on the Eagle squad at this point. What are your goals for the future of rugby?
I'd like to make it clear that Mark Williams is older than me and still involved in the Eagle program, but certainly I still want to play for the Eagles, and that's my goal. And I want to be in the upcoming tests, and just training as hard as I can and playing as well as I can here for Ombac, just to get ready for our test series coming up this spring.
Well, the best of luck to you and Ombac the rest of the way.
Thanks very much, Brian. Cheers.
Thanks, brother.
Yeah, go.
What?
Go ahead.
Thank you. Thanks for meeting. Good?
Yeah.
Okay.